Today I'm going to talk about financial focus, when to zoom in and when to zoom out. It's a valuable trait for a great finance executive. You are in your board meeting and an investor asks about your customer acquisition cost trends. Okay? You dive into a 10-minute analysis of monthly cohort variations, channel-specific metrics, seasonal adjustments, and the room goes quiet. You have just made that classic mistake of going granular too fast when they needed the macro view. So today we are solving the biggest challenge facing finance leaders, knowing when to be the microscope and when to be the telescope. The problem we all face as finance leaders in high growth startups is that we are data rich but can be insight poor. We have more metrics than we know what to do with. Yet, we are constantly questioned about our strategic impact. The difference between good finance leaders and great ones is not technical skill, it is knowing which lens to use when. I've seen great CFOs get stuck in the weeds while their companies burn cash on the wrong priorities. I've also seen others stay so high level that they miss critical operational warning signs until it was too late. So what's the secret? It's not about choosing one approach over another, it's about becoming a master of both in the opportune time. The granular moments are important. When details drive decisions, then we have to go granular. There are 4 critical situations where diving deep is not just helpful, it is essential. First, when you're diagnosing problems, if your burn rate suddenly spikes, don't just report the number, dissect it. Which departments? Which expense categories? Are these timing differences? Your CEO needs to know whether this is a hiring surge, a one-time expense, or a fundamental shift in unit economics. Second, during budget planning, your annual budget is not a top-down exercise. Build it bottom-up, line by line. Understand the drivers behind every assumption. When an investor challenges your growth projections 6 months from now, you will have the foundation or the granular foundation to defend or adjust your thesis. Third, when evaluating new initiatives, new product line or geographic expansion, model it granularly. What is a true customer acquisition cost? What are the operational expenses? What assumptions are you making about conversion rates? Surface level ROI calculations, it won't cut it. So the macro moments are important, leading with strategic clarity. Now, when do you zoom out? The key is context and audience. In board meetings, start macro. Lead with the 3 key metrics that matter most to your stage: growth rate, unit economics, and the cash runway. Tell the story first, then have the details ready if they dig deeper. Your board needs to understand trajectory, not transactions. So when you're presenting to your leadership team, frame everything in terms of a business impact. Don't say marketing spend increased 15%. Say we invested an additional 50K in paid acquisition, which should generate 200K in revenue over the next 6 months, improving our payback period from maybe 8 months to 6 months. So during investor updates, focus on inflection points and trends. Show them where the business is heading, not where it has been. Investors invest in the future, not in the history. So the other element is reading the room and the moment. The real skill is knowing when to toggle between both views, often within the same conversation. Start every financial conversation by asking yourself, what decision is this person trying to make? A CEO evaluating whether to hire 10 more engineers needs different data than one deciding whether to extend the runway by cutting marketing spend. Watch for verbal cues. When someone says, help me understand or walk me through, they want granular understanding. When they say, what is the bottom line or what should I know, they want macro. So here's a practical framework. Lead with the macro context and then offer granular backup. Our customer acquisition cost improved 20% this quarter. Would you like me to break down the channel-specific drivers? This approach respects their time while showing you have command of the details. So now we're talking about building your financial navigation system, okay? To master this toggle, you need the right infrastructure. Build the dashboards that tell the stories at multiple levels. Your executive dashboard should answer the so what in 30 seconds. Your operational dashboards should allow unlimited drilling down. Create narrative templates for every different situation. Have your board deck template, your CEO update template, your department review template. Each should start at the appropriate altitude for that particular audience. Most importantly, train your team on this framework. Your FP&A analyst should know that when they present burn rate analysis to the CEO, they start with, we are tracking X months ahead of the plan, driven primarily by Y, not. Here are 47 expense categories. The competitive advantage that companies need to master this dual approach. They will move faster and make better decisions. Their finance teams become trusted advisors, not just reporters. They anticipate questions instead of reacting to them. When you can seamlessly move between strategic insight and operational detail, you become indispensable. You are not just a person who knows the numbers. You are the person who knows what the numbers mean and what to do about them. So here's your action plan. Starting this week, before any and every financial presentation, let's say, ask yourself, what is the right altitude for this conversation? Practice a toggle. Lead with insights, not data. Have details ready, but lead with implications. Remember, your role is not to show how much you know about the numbers. It is to help others make better decisions and offer guidance because of what the numbers tell us. Master the art of financial focus and you'll transfer from a reporter into a strategic navigator. Your company's growth depends on it. And also do keep in mind that at all times, keep the context in perspective. The right context will generate the right stream of communication with the audience. Thank you.